Hi everyone. I wanted to take a moment to introduce myself and talk a little bit about this course, Math 1101, that we're going to be starting. Since most of the time you won't actually be seeing me, you'll be just watching videos where I won't be in the video. I thought maybe it would be good for you to get a look at me for a moment anyway, and then you'll have a, a face to put to the name of the person who's making your life so difficult. Um, so here I am. My name's Aaron Gentry. I'm an instructor at UGA in the math department. Um, and yeah, so we're going to do this class Math 1101 together, which is all about mathematical modeling. Um, I thought what I could do perhaps is sort of talk about some of the aspects of the syllabus and some of the things that I expect you to do, especially right off the bat. Like, what do you need to do today? Well, watch this video, which I assume you are. And then after you watch this video, you should go ahead and jump into the actual lecture videos and watch those. Um, I think right now you have section 2.1. That's 2.1 available to you. That's where we're actually starting in our textbook, which with chapter 2. So we're not doing chapter 1. So there's no chapter 1 video. There's a chapter 2.1 video, and then you go from there. Okay. And so you should go ahead and watch those videos. That would be our Friday material. And once you've watched those videos, you should get into the ELC course and kind of hunt around and look at all the things that are there. But principally, the thing that you're going to need to take a look at pretty much immediately is the homework. So I think what I will do is I'll actually record a video here in a moment where I show you where the homework is located and talk a little bit more about that. But let me say right off the bat, how the homework works is it's done in ELC, so it's quizzes that are generated within ELC. You don't turn anything in directly to me. You do the quizzes in ELC, and it will automatically grade you. And I say quizzes because that's the way ELC that's what ELC calls them, but they're actually homework. So your quizzes are the homework. Okay. If I'm going to give you a proper quiz, I'll make that clear. Okay. So the homework, I say that's the first thing you need to look at because this course moves fast. In a summer course, you're going to be doing things every day. Every day you need to check into ELC. Every day you need to be watching videos and doing homework. And if you don't do stuff every day, then you will be behind. And getting behind in a summer course is a recipe for disaster. It doesn't take long for you to get so far behind that you can't catch up. So don't do that. Continually log into ELC. Don't skip a day. Come to office hours virtually. Ask me questions. Interact with the class. Okay, that's how you succeed. As far as the homework is concerned, let me just say that the basic structure is that you will have, when you open the homework quiz, you can open it. You can do it anytime between when it's open and the deadline. All right, so it's open for that entire period, which generally won't be that long because summer course we just don't have that much time. Once the deadline is passed, then the answers will be available to you. Also, in regards to the quizzes, you have 3 attempts, and we will take the best of your 3 attempts. Okay, so that's for the whole thing. So every time you do it, you can go back and do it again. Then you can go back and do it again, and then once you do it 3 times, then your attempts are done and you can't do it again. Okay, so just keep that in mind that you actually want to try your best on each attempt and be aware that you only have 3 of them. Okay, so right out of the gate, that's the first thing that you need to worry about is looking at those homework quizzes. Okay, and like I said, those are in ELC, and I'll show you more about those in a moment. Other things that you're going to have to worry about in this course are tests. Our tests are going to be held again within ELC. The tests are a little bit different because they will be proctored. And the proctoring service that you're going to use is called Respondus Monitor. What I'm going to do is make a preliminary sort of intro quiz that will require you to use the Respondus Monitor service, just so you'll get used to using it. It won't actually count, but that'll kind of teach you what the Respondus Monitor service is like, what the lockdown browser is like, and you'll have to go ahead and install that software so you won't procrastinate and not do it until the day of the test. So that's not a good idea. You want to be prepared on the day of the test and not be worried about, oh, how does this software work, right? So your test will be proctored in that fashion, and you'll also have to use a lockdown browser, which means that when you're taking the test, you won't be able to navigate to any other websites, okay? And we'll have 3 tests. Each of those tests will be 60-minute tests, and then we'll also have a final exam, which will be 120 minutes. Let's see, when is our first test date? I can tell you right now, our first test date is roughly scheduled for June 19th. June 19th. Okay. So that's our first test. So we've got tests, homework. The other thing that you want to worry about is a project. We also have a group project that you'll be doing. That'll basically run throughout the semester. I'll set you up with a group of randomly chosen people, 3 or 4 people, and you and your group will work together and complete various parts of the project as we go along through the semester. Okay, so it won't just be that you have all of it at once. I'll sort of dole it out to you as you're ready to do it. And in regards to the project, other things that you'll have to do is that we will have Zoom meetings. It's a mandatory part of the project that your entire group actually meets with me on Zoom and talks to me about the project. So that's something that we'll do. Okay, so project, homework, tests. Let's see if there's any other things that you're going to be graded on that we can talk about. I'm looking at my syllabus, final exam. Yeah. So, yeah, and you should be reading the syllabus too. So the syllabus is available on ELC. Please read that. In a digital course, in a remote learning course, you really have to, the burden of participation is much greater on you to actually open documents, read documents, attend Zoom meetings, all that stuff. So there's a little more work that you're going to have to do, and you're going to have to kind of push yourself to do those things, since you won't physically be in a classroom with me. So you know, that can be problematic. So you've got to establish a good habit, right? And I think the most important thing is that you just have a habit of checking at ELC every day, all right? So every day, Monday through Friday, log into ELC, and every day there will be some sort of update, whether it's a new video, a new homework, what have you. Also, I will have office hours. My office hours right now are going to be scheduled to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 to 11. And that's somewhat arbitrary, but I'm going to start with that and see how it works. That'll be an open office hour. You just show up, and if you have questions, you just ask them. So I hope people will make use of that. We also have other things we can use. Is on ELC, there's a discussion forum that I would like to use to talk about questions. And then you can always email me and just ask for one-on-one meetings. Please feel free to do that, and I'll try to accommodate you. All right, textbook. Right, so our textbook is available for free. Isn't that great? For a digital download from from the UGA library. The link to that is in the syllabus, so I highly recommend that you go ahead and get the book and start reading it. It's a good book. It actually is pretty good to read. And then also we'll have lecture notes and lecture videos. So the lecture notes are, PDFs of PowerPoints, and then my lecture videos, as you can check out in just a moment, will be, well, me lecturing and writing on those PowerPoints and adding some more to that and doing calculator stuff. Speaking of calculators, that's the other thing that you're going to need to have is a TI-83 or a TI-84 calculator. You need that immediately. So we're going to start using those pretty much right now. So make sure you have one ASAP. Okay. I'm sure there's a million other little things I could talk about, but maybe that's enough for the moment. You've met me. You've kind of seen who it is. Oh, and here's my cat. So you've one of my cats. Maybe they'll make another appearance. This is Danny. He has to get in the video, I guess. All right, so, well, I guess we will say goodbye. And like I said, the next thing that you need to do is watch the actual lecture videos. So lecture videos are next. All right. And again, office hours Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 10 to 11. And I will see you soon. Okay. Good to meet y'all.